Welcome back to Valley Boys TCG. I'm CK, and today we bring you some more Battle Spirit Saga gameplay video. This is a casual match before our locals tournament. I am piloting a Luster deck here on the left, and my opponent has the Star Dragons deck on the right. So here we start off with just drop the Hippocampo since we are going first. Good start there. Hippocampo is a great way to start off because it gives some early pressure. And my opponent, it looks like we are... Usually, I want to say he's going to go for the Nexus first. We see a burst set. And I think he doesn't have the greatest opening hand here, so he's just trying to decide what to go with. And we see the White Hole Dragon come down, a 4-cost spirit. So luckily he went second to have enough cores to pull that off. So here we are, core draw. We're going to refresh, and now our main phase. Looks like we were paying to get a second Hippocampo out, so if he blocks one, we still have a second one that will give us a recovery there. I really like, so Luster's kind of slow to get there. You got to really build up to get your Michaela. I like having the Hippocampos out and just doing some early damage to help me increase my life. That way it kind of extends the game for yellow to make sure that you have enough turns and essentially kind of indirectly core ramps. And unfortunately I did not swing. I should have swung and immediately get burning forced. So now I lost both my Hippocampos and I take a damage to life. No blockers. Not a good start. Yeah, that is a big mistake on my part. Definitely Hippocampo should be the aggressive play. It is not a defensive card. But we see the Caladrius come down, and immediately we core it up so that it has its Luster effect. And instead we just pass turn. I do think I am probably playing this a little too passively with what I played out. And here's the Andromeda. So already an Andromeda, already some very aggressive moves here. And that should be enough to... Yeah, I don't have a Nexus on board for him to destroy, so it destroys something 3000 BP or lower, and that is Caladrius. So I think he's just checking a ruling. Or maybe he missed the trigger completely. I guess he missed... I guess we mistook it. Oh, there it is. I think he's now we catch it. And so he's swinging with both spirits, got me down to 2 life already. So not a good look for the Luster. We haven't touched his life damage at all. We have a clear board. Definitely some misplays. Those Hippocampos should have swung in. Should have anticipated the burning force. And so looks like we have another Caladrius to play out. Looks like rethinking it, counting the cores. Oh no, we go with the Shin. Okay. So here comes the Shin. It's got to be cored up. I personally like Shin. I think Shin is probably the best spirit to play in a Luster deck. And then we have a Caladrius coming down. So considering just keeping them on board as blocking units, I think Shin should be a blocking unit if I can't play any magic here. So we swing with Caladrius. That lets him trigger his Feral Slash, which will destroy the Caladrius, but it's okay, the damage is done. We have 1 blocking unit left, and I guess we're just hoping that that is an Ice Shield. To which Shin will have to... So Shin can take a block, and then we Ice Shield, Shin will die. But at least it will give us enough to come back next turn. We see the Blaze Dragonoid, Magao, and then a Deadly Balance here. So he takes care of one of his own. It's a Deadly Balance. Nice little tech there. Swings in. We just trigger the Ice Shield because it'll go back to core. We have 4 cores in our reserve anyway, so just kind of shortcut it there. Yep, and that is... So we survived the turn here. We gotta hope we got some good stuff in hand to try to make the comeback, because we still only have 2 life. Counting out cores, we have no reductions on board, so that's not a good situation for us currently. we're just trying to, I think we're trying to take into account how much DP his spirits are at. So yeah, we bring out the Michaela, so that's good. So we have the Michaela now. And then we go ahead and go to battle steps, and let's see what magic we have in hand. So first, flash step, see if he has a flash to play. And then we exhaust Nexus, minus 3,000 the board. Nope, and then a second exhaust Nexus to clear the board. Now no luster here, so we won't get those back, but at least we get to clear his board and take one more from life there. And that ends our turn. So Michaela comes on board just in time to try to help us survive. We're still at a disadvantage. Here we see him play the Rotting Swamp, so he's got some interesting stuff in this Star Dragons build. He's got a lot of little purple splash in there. Digimon, we call it the Dr. Pepper build, usually the red and purple. Red with purple splash. And so he just drops a Nexus and that's it. We go ahead and drop a Nexus of our own. We get the Blessed Cathedral, probably a little late, but it gives us something. And so now we're gonna bring on the Penton. Okay, that's all the cores. That's all the cards we have in hand. So we've exhausted our hand here at this point. And I think now we have to play defensively. Looks like we put it on Blessed Cathedral. That way if Penton does die, we get some card draw out of it. He takes the damage, and then he plays Dark Matter Burst, which will let him get a card back, a 4-cost card back. And then he pays the cores to pop the Penton, which will get us a core from the Void and get us a draw thanks to the Cathedral. We just have to hope that's some sort of removal, or that he can't fully send on this one. He can get 3 units here on board. He basically has game, because I don't think I have anything that would clear it unless we drew like an Angelic Pressure maybe. And so we see that White Hole Dragon come down that he just got with the Dark Matter. Looks like he sets another burst. Nothing to worry about. At this point, we're both at 2 life. This is where Ice Shield shines. He's got a lot of cores in his reserve, so we just have to full send now. And we drop a Penton Chick and a Caladrius. We have nothing in hand, so I think the Penton Chick is the one to go in with. So we swing with the Chick. He's debating what he can play, what he wants to block. I'm fully expecting an Ice Shield reveal here, since he has the cores in reserve, and instead he concedes the game. He shows that he didn't have anything, and it was just a landmine, which he needed to be destroyed for that. So lucky comeback for Luster. I was really at a deficit. I made some mistakes early on, but luckily we were able to come back and clutch this one. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. We'll see you in the next one.